back for the second video. We not dead to it. Okay, for real. I want to teach you how to decode health communications, articles, newsletters, podcasts, all the things you may hear, even on the news. Sometimes they try to get you with clickbait or certain captions or titles to draw you in, but not give you all the facts. Although your president, I'm putting the blame on you. Although your president stopped all health communications, it does not mean the information isn't still out there. I know. I told you I was going to talk to you about public health in film and theater, but before we get there, we got to study the basics. I'm going to teach you how to test the CRAAP out of your resources. The CRAAP method was developed by Sarah Blakeslee. Blakeslee developed a framework to evaluate sources based on 5 key criteria. Currency. Access the timelines of the information. When was this information published? When was the information released? When was it studied? Relevance. Determine the importance of the information for your needs. Authority. Examine the source's credibility and the author's qualifications. Accuracy. Verify the truthfulness and correctness of the content. Purpose. Understand the reason this information exists. Hold my hand when I say this. You still gotta read, sis. You still gotta read that article. Check the source type. Source types would include peer-reviewed journals. Articles published in journals like The Lancet, JAMA, or the American Journal of Public Health go through rigorous expert review. Government agencies such as the World Health Organization, the Food and Drug Administration, or the National Institutes of Health provide reliable data. Academic institutions such as Johns Hopkins or Harvard or UCLA, they often provide credible research at these universities. Nonprofit research and organizations would include groups like the Kaiser Family Foundation or the Public Health Institute, which provide data-driven reports. Once you've identified your source type, keep in mind there are some key differences. Is it a primary source, which is the original research and data? Secondary, which is an overall interpretation or a summary of the primary analysis? Or is it tertiary, a summarized knowledge for quick reference? And that's typically what you'll see in the news, in social media, on podcasts. And that is typically where people these days get their information. Evaluate your author's credentials, aka Google them, baby. Does your author have relevant experience and degrees like an MPH, a PhD, or MD? Are they affiliated with reputable institutions? Have they published other works in the field? Now, if they went to school with Lil Romeo, you might want to toss that out. Cross-check with other sources. Compare the information with trusted sources like the CDC. Although some information is limited thanks to your president, you can still use that as a resource. Also, any other major academic institutions. If multiple reputable sources confirm the same information, it's likely credible. Quick pro tips. Ensure that the domain has .gov, .edu, or .org at the end. They're most likely credible sources. You want to avoid sources that have lack of citations, any reliance on anecdotal evidence, any conflicts of interest, like a pharmaceutical company funding research on their own drugs. Yeah, probably not a reliable source. You also want to check for poor website design with excessive pop-ups or ads. Most likely it's spam and misinformation. Now go test the CRAAP out of everything I just said. Check out some of the references down in my caption. If you really enjoyed this video, please share and like, and let me know down in the comments if it was helpful for you.